The chosen ones, what I am about to reveal to you will shake the very foundation of what you thought was possible. This is not a coincidence. God has led you here for a reason. If you are watching this right now, it means your breakthrough is closer than you ever imagined. The wealth, the abundance, the favor you have been praying for is already on its way to you. But here's the truth, God is not asking you to struggle for it, to beg for it, or to prove your worthiness for it. No. He is telling you that it has already been written, already been ordained, and now it is time for you to step into it. For years, you have been taught that financial success comes only through endless toil, through sleepless nights, through the constant chase for more. But today, I'm here to tell you that God's way is different. His wealth is not earned through struggle, it is received through faith. Do you believe that? Do you believe that God has already prepared a path for you, that your destiny is not one of lack but of divine overflow? Because if you do, then today is the day you claim it. Ephesians 3 verse 20 tells us, "Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us." That means the abundance God has in store for you is far greater than what your mind can even conceive. It's time to stop thinking small, stop limiting yourself, and start aligning with the truth that you are chosen for prosperity. But let me warn you, before your breakthrough, there will always be resistance. The enemy does not want you to step into your divine wealth. He will send doubt, fear, and distractions your way. He will try to convince you that this message is not for you. But listen carefully, the fact that you are here, the fact that you are still watching, is the confirmation that this message is exactly for you. So, I need you to do something right now. Take a moment and declare your readiness. Type, "I receive it," in the comments. Let the universe hear you. Let God see your faith in action. This is not just a video, this is a divine appointment. You have been praying for a sign, this is it. Before we go any further, take a deep breath and let go of every doubt, every fear, every worry that has kept you from stepping into your wealthy place. Because today, we are going to unlock the signs that prove you are already walking into divine abundance. Are you ready? Because once you hear this, there is no going back. Your life is about to change forever. Let's begin. Chosen one, the days of struggle are over. You have spent years wondering when your breakthrough will come, questioning whether God has forgotten you. You have fought battles in silence, endured sleepless nights, and carried burdens that no one else could see. But hear me clearly, the season of struggle is ending. The chains that held you back are breaking. The doors that were once shut are now opening. The very obstacles that once stood in your way are about to be removed by the hand of God. For so long, you were made to believe that suffering was your portion, that scarcity was your fate. But that was a lie from the enemy. God never intended for you to live in lack. He never designed you to beg for scraps while others feasted. No, He called you to rule and reign. He called you to abundance and overflow. Your divine promotion is here, and nothing can stop it. Psalm 75 verses 6 to 7 tells us, "For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But God is the judge, He putteth down one, and setteth up another." That means your breakthrough does not come from man, it comes from God. No employer, no system, no worldly force has the power to determine your destiny. When God says it's your time, it is your time. Look back for a moment, every hardship, every disappointment, every delay was not meant to destroy you, but to prepare you. God has been refining you like gold, strengthening you so that when this promotion comes, you will be ready to handle it. You are not just stepping into financial abundance, you are stepping into a new level of spiritual authority. Your past was not wasted. It was the training ground for your elevation. And now, the shift is happening. Can you feel it? Do you sense that something in your spirit is changing? That is the confirmation that your divine promotion is already in motion. The position you thought was out of reach is now within your grasp. The wealth that seemed impossible is now flowing toward you. The favor that others tried to block is now chasing you down. This is not wishful thinking, this is divine order. But here's what I need you to do: stop speaking the language of struggle. Stop saying, "I can't afford it." Stop saying, "I will never get there." Instead, declare with boldness, "I am stepping into my divine promotion." Type it in the comments, let it be a decree over your life. Say it until your mind believes it. Say it until the atmosphere shifts in your favor. Because listen, your words have power. Proverbs 18 verse 21 says, "The tongue has the power of life and death." What you speak will shape your reality. So today, speak life over your finances, over your future, over your destiny. No more lack. No more struggle. No more barely surviving. This is your season of divine promotion, and no force in hell can stop it. Now, prepare yourself. In the coming days, unexpected opportunities will begin to appear. You will receive calls, emails, and messages that confirm what I am saying. Money will come from places you never expected. Your name will be mentioned in rooms you've never stepped into. Why? Because God is moving. Get ready, chosen one. The end of struggle has arrived. The divine promotion you have been waiting for is here. The only question is, are you ready to receive it? If you are, declare it now. The heavens are listening, the angels are moving, and your breakthrough is already on the way. Chosen one, have you started noticing unusual changes in your financial life? Maybe money is coming from unexpected places. Perhaps opportunities that once seemed impossible are now appearing before you. Or, maybe, for the first time in a long time, you feel a deep inner knowing that things are about to change. Let me tell you, this is no coincidence. This is the first sign that your divine wealth is already in motion. God is shifting your financial situation, and whether you see it fully or not, the foundation of your prosperity is being laid. Deuteronomy 8 verse 18 reminds us, "But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth." This means that your financial breakthrough is not coming from luck or human effort alone, it is coming from divine alignment. Look back at your journey. Have you noticed how, despite the struggles, God has always provided? Even in moments when you thought you wouldn't make it, He made a way. But here's the difference: this time, He's not just providing enough for you to survive, He's preparing you for overflow. This shift is happening because your season of struggle is ending, and your season of supernatural abundance is beginning. But be aware, when God starts moving in your finances, the enemy will try to plant doubt in your mind. You may suddenly feel fear creeping in, questioning, is this real? Is this for me? What if it doesn't last? But I need you to rebuke that fear right now. God does not start a work that He does not intend to complete. Philippians 1 verse 6 declares, "Being confident of this very thing, that He which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ." What does this financial shift look like? Pay attention to these signs. Unexpected financial blessings, money showing up from places you never expected, refunds, bonuses, gifts, or even strangers blessing you. Opportunities you didn't chase, a job offer, a business deal, or an investment opportunity appearing effortlessly. Increased favor, people who once overlooked you are now seeing your value. Doors that were shut are now opening. A change in your mindset. You no longer think in terms of lack, but in terms of possibility and abundance. Chosen one, this is not the time to hesitate. This is the time to believe. Type, "I receive my financial breakthrough," in the comments right now and declare it over your life. Speak it, believe it, and walk in expectation. God's shift in your finances is a divine invitation. It's not just about having more money, it's about stepping into your purpose. Your wealth is coming because you have a mission to fulfill. The question is, will you embrace it, or will you let fear hold you back? Your financial situation is shifting, but this is just the beginning. Get ready, because what's coming next will be even greater. Stay alert, stay faithful, and watch as God's hand moves in ways that will leave you speechless. Chosen one, have you ever felt like no matter how hard you worked, no matter how much effort you put in, financial blessings always seemed just out of reach? You struggled, you sacrificed, and still, it felt like you were running in circles. But something is shifting now. Suddenly, doors that were locked are opening effortlessly. Opportunities that once required years of grinding are now flowing to you with ease. This is a clear sign that God's divine prosperity is manifesting in your life. Isaiah 45 verses 2-3 declares, "I will go before thee, and make the crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of brass, and cut in sunder the bars of iron. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness, and hidden riches of secret places." Do you hear what God is saying? He is the one breaking down barriers that once stood in your way. He is unlocking hidden wealth that has been prepared for you since the beginning of time. This is not about working harder, it's about divine favor positioning you for what is already yours. Some of you may have already started to experience this. Perhaps an unexpected opportunity appeared, or someone offered you a financial blessing with no strings attached. Maybe a debt that burdened you for years was suddenly cleared. If this is happening in your life, know that it is not random, it is a divine move of God. Chosen ones, this is a season where God is teaching you to receive. For so long, you have been conditioned to believe that success must come through struggle, that blessings must be earned through suffering. But Proverbs 10 verse 22 reminds us, "The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it." When your wealth is divinely appointed, it flows without the burden of stress, anxiety, or exhaustion. Have you noticed this shift in your life? Has something unexpected and good happened for you recently, something that seemed too easy, almost unbelievable? If so, share your testimony in the comments. Let others see how God is already moving. Your story might be the confirmation that someone else needs to believe in their breakthrough. But listen closely, when doors begin to open effortlessly, the enemy will try to plant doubt in your mind. The spirit of unworthiness may whisper, "You don't deserve this. This is too good to be true." But I need you to rebuke that lie right now. You were chosen for this. God's abundance is not just for a select few, it is for those who walk in faith and obedience. This is the time to step boldly into the opportunities before you. Do not hesitate, do not shrink back. Declare aloud, "I walk in divine prosperity." The doors that God has opened, no man can shut. Type it in the comments and claim it as your reality. This is only the beginning. If you think the blessings you've seen so far are incredible, just wait, God is about to surprise you in ways you never imagined. Keep your heart open, your faith strong, and your hands ready to receive, because the next wave of prosperity is coming faster than you think. Chosen ones, have you ever received an unexpected message, something that seemed too timely, too precise, to be a coincidence? A conversation, a sermon, a dream, or even a random statement from a stranger that spoke directly to your situation. This is not an accident. This is divine confirmation. When God is about to elevate you, He will send messages to confirm what He is already doing in your life. Think about this. Have you ever been praying about something, wondering if you're on the right path, and suddenly someone, perhaps unknowingly, says exactly what you needed to hear? Maybe you were debating whether to take a financial leap of faith, and suddenly a mentor tells you, "This is your season. Don't hesitate." Or maybe you were feeling doubtful, and you saw a Bible verse on a billboard that spoke directly to your soul. These moments are not random, they are divine affirmations that you are in alignment with God's plan for prosperity. God has always spoken through signs and messages. In Habakkuk 2 verses 2-3, the Lord commands, "Write the vision, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come." Chosen ones, God is making sure you see the vision He has for your life. He is sending people, scriptures, dreams, and even unexpected encounters to confirm that your financial breakthrough is real and on its way. Some of you have been asking for a sign. Some of you have been wondering if God is truly leading you toward abundance. Let this be your confirmation right now. If you are watching this, if you are hearing these words, this is no accident. God is speaking to you at this very moment. But let me ask you this, have you received unexpected messages lately? Have you encountered moments where it felt like God was speaking directly to you through people or situations? Share your testimony in the comments. Your story might be the sign that someone else needs to strengthen their faith. The enemy will try to convince you that these confirmations are just coincidences. But we reject that lie. In John 10 verse 27, Jesus says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." God is speaking. The real question is, are you listening? Chosen ones, when these divine confirmations come, do not ignore them. Do not hesitate. Instead, take them as a direct instruction to prepare yourself for the blessings ahead. Start positioning yourself financially. Start expanding your vision. Because when God speaks, it means He is ready to move. If this message is resonating with you, declare it out loud, "I receive God's confirmation. I am ready for my divine breakthrough." Type it in the comments and claim it as your reality. Your time is now. God is confirming it. The only thing left is for you to step forward in faith and receive what has already been prepared for you. Chosen ones, listen carefully, this is a message that will change your entire perspective. You were never meant to beg for work. You were never meant to struggle for mere survival. You were born for wealth, for divine abundance, for prosperity that overflows. It is time to shift your mindset and walk in the financial authority that God has already prepared for you. Think about where you are right now. Have you found yourself constantly chasing after opportunities, hoping for just enough to get by? Have you been in a cycle of struggle, feeling like you have to fight for every single dollar? That is not God's will for your life. You were not created to scrape for leftovers, you were designed to sit at the table of abundance. Look at Deuteronomy 28 verse 12, "The Lord will open to you His good treasury, the heavens, to give the rain to your land in its season and to bless all the work of your hands. And you shall lend to many nations, but you shall not borrow." Do you see what God is saying here? He is not telling you to beg, He is calling you to lend. He is calling you to be a vessel of wealth, not a servant of scarcity. Yet, so many of God's chosen ones have been conditioned to believe that they must prove themselves, that they must hustle endlessly just to receive what is already rightfully theirs. The enemy wants you to stay in this mindset because a person who is always chasing money will never fully own their divine inheritance. But today, that stops. Chosen ones, it is time to claim your divine wealth. If you are hearing this, God is calling you to step into your financial breakthrough. No more begging. No more chasing after what should already be flowing to you. Instead, you need to position yourself for the abundance that is on its way. Ask yourself this, are you still acting like someone who is hoping for prosperity, or are you walking like someone who already knows it is theirs? Because when you believe in your divine wealth, your actions change. You stop running after opportunities that were never meant for you. You stop accepting wages that don't match your value. You stop lowering yourself just to fit into a world that was never meant to define you. Psalm 23 verse 5 declares, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies, you anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows." Did you hear that? Your cup is not supposed to be half full, it is meant to overflow. But you cannot receive this abundance if you are still in a mindset of survival, thinking you must struggle for every blessing. So today, I challenge you, declare it in the comments, "I will not beg for work. I am walking in my divine inheritance." Say it out loud and watch how your mindset shifts. And now, chosen ones, I ask you, do you feel this message speaking to you? Have you been in a place where you were constantly chasing financial stability? If so, share your story in the comments below. Let others see that they are not alone. Because this is the turning point. The moment you stop chasing and start receiving, the moment you stop begging and start believing, that is when everything changes. God is elevating you. The struggle is over. Wealth is not just coming, it is here. Now, all you have to do is step into it. Chosen ones, what if I told you that the key to unlocking your millionaire destiny is already within you? What if I told you that wealth isn't something you chase, it's something you become? You see, the difference between those who struggle and those who thrive is not luck, nor is it mere hard work. It is assumption. The law of assumption states that whatever you deeply believe to be true will manifest into your reality. Now, let me ask you, what have you been assuming about yourself? Have you been assuming that you are broke, struggling, barely getting by? Have you been thinking like a servant instead of an heir to God's divine abundance? Because if you assume that money is hard to get, that success is only for the lucky, and that you were not meant to be wealthy, then guess what? That is exactly what your life will reflect. But what if you changed the script? What if you started assuming, right now, that wealth was already yours? What if you aligned your thoughts with God's truth about you? Because the truth is, God has already declared abundance over your life. Look at Proverbs 10 verse 22, the blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow to it. God is not just giving you enough to survive, he is giving you riches with no sorrow attached. So today, you must choose, will you continue assuming lack, or will you assume the divine inheritance that has been waiting for you all along? Because here's the secret, the moment you begin to assume that you are already wealthy, already thriving, already living in financial overflow, everything begins to shift. You stop acting like someone who is hoping for a breakthrough and start walking as someone who already has it. Think about it. A millionaire does not wake up every day wondering if they will be able to afford food. A millionaire does not worry about paying bills or stress over whether or not they will succeed. They assume that wealth is their reality, and because of that, their actions align with abundance. They walk, speak, and think in wealth, and as a result, their finances reflect that truth. Now, chosen ones, this is where faith meets action. Hebrews 11 verse 1 tells us, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. This means that even if you don't see the millions in your bank account yet, you must assume they are on the way. You must act as if it is already done. Because when you do, the universe has no choice but to align with your belief. So here is what I want you to do right now, declare in the comments, I am a millionaire. Wealth flows to me effortlessly. This is not wishful thinking. This is you stepping into alignment with your divine financial destiny. This is you accepting what God has already promised. And if you have experienced moments where wealth unexpectedly flowed into your life, if you have ever received a financial blessing that seemed to come out of nowhere, I want you to share your story in the comments below. Let others see proof that assumption works. The truth is, chosen ones, the moment you shift your mind, your reality will follow. The moment you start assuming wealth instead of lack, you will notice how opportunities, favor, and financial blessings come knocking at your door. This is not just about money, this is about stepping into your God-given identity as someone who was never meant to struggle. God has already declared prosperity over you. Now, it's time to assume it, claim it, and walk in it. The wealth you desire is already yours, now go and live as if you already have it. Chosen ones, have you ever looked at your life and wondered, why am I still struggling? Why do I feel stuck when I know God has greater plans for me? If you're asking these questions, let me tell you this, your financial journey is not just about numbers in a bank account or the jobs you apply for. It is about divine intervention. There comes a moment in every chosen one's life when God steps in and completely changes everything. A moment where the struggle you've been enduring suddenly ends, and a flood of unexpected blessings starts pouring into your life. But here's the truth, not everyone recognizes when this divine intervention is happening. Many people miss their breakthrough because they are still living in the mindset of struggle, not realizing that their financial miracle has already begun. Think about this. How many times have you been in situations where money came to you unexpectedly? Maybe someone blessed you when you needed it most. Maybe an opportunity appeared out of nowhere. Maybe you narrowly escaped financial disaster, and you knew it was not by your own doing. These are not coincidences, they are signs that God has been orchestrating your financial breakthrough all along. Deuteronomy 8 verse 18 reminds us, "But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth." This means your success is not dependent on the economy, your education, or how hard you work. Your wealth is determined by God's divine hand moving on your behalf. Now, here's where the shift happens. God does not want you to keep operating in survival mode. He does not want you begging for a breakthrough when He has already set things in motion for you. He wants you to start expecting divine intervention. The problem is, many chosen ones keep looking at their past struggles and fail to see that God has already opened new doors for them. So let me ask you, have you been ignoring the signs? Have you been so focused on the struggle that you haven't even noticed that things are already shifting in your favor? If you feel like this message is speaking directly to you, it's because God is trying to get your attention. This is not the time to doubt. This is not the time to question whether you are worthy. This is the time to step boldly into the financial abundance that has already been prepared for you. Chosen ones, God is saying, "I am intervening in your finances. I am releasing you from debt. I am placing you in a position of wealth. I am making a way where there was no way." But here's the key, you must be ready to receive it. If you have ever experienced a moment where God unexpectedly blessed you financially, I want you to share it in the comments. Your testimony is proof that divine intervention is real. And if you are ready to step into this next season of supernatural financial blessings, declare in the comments, "I receive my divine financial breakthrough now." God is not limited by the economy. He is not limited by your job. He is moving right now, and your financial testimony is already being written. The only question is, are you ready to walk into it? Because chosen ones, your wealth is not coming in the future. It is already here. Chosen ones, the time has come for you to shift from hoping for wealth to becoming the person who attracts it effortlessly. Your financial breakthrough isn't just about receiving money, it's about transforming your identity to align with the abundance God has already set aside for you. For too long, you have been trapped in a mindset of survival, waiting for wealth to come to you instead of stepping into the identity of someone who already has it. But let me ask you, how can you expect to receive millionaire blessings if you still think and act like someone struggling to get by? The law of identity states that your external reality will always reflect your internal beliefs. Proverbs 23 verse 7 confirms this, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." Chosen ones, hear this, you must embody wealth before it manifests in your life. This is where many people fail. They believe that once they see money in their account, then they will feel secure, confident, and blessed. But that's backward thinking. The truth is, you must first become the person who can handle wealth before God releases it to you. Start asking yourself, how does a millionaire think? How does a millionaire carry themselves? How does a millionaire expect opportunities to come? The chosen ones who step into their millionaire identity before the money arrives are the ones who receive it the fastest. Why? Because they are already prepared to hold the blessing. Think of it like this, God will not pour new wine into old wineskins, Mark 2 verse 22. If you are still operating in an old mindset, living in fear, scarcity, or self-doubt, you are not yet ready for the wealth He is sending you. You must expand your capacity to receive abundance, to manage it wisely, and to see yourself as someone who is worthy of financial overflow. Chosen ones, God does not want you to beg for prosperity. He wants you to embody it. Speak it. Walk in it. Claim it. Say out loud, "I am a millionaire in the making. Wealth is my divine inheritance. I no longer chase money, money chases me because I am aligned with God's abundance. Now, let me ask you, have you ever experienced a moment where things shifted in your favor because you started believing in yourself? Maybe an opportunity opened up, or money came when you least expected it. That was a glimpse of what happens when you embody your millionaire identity. If you have experienced this, share it in the comments below. Your testimony will inspire others. And if you are ready to step into your divine wealth, type, "I am a millionaire in the making," in the comments. This is your season. Your wealth is already here. It's time to step into it fully. Chosen ones, your destiny of financial freedom was set long before you ever struggled. The wealth you are stepping into is not an accident, it has already been written by the hand of God. Everything you've been through, every setback, every moment of doubt, has been part of a divine setup to bring you to this exact moment. You are not waiting for financial freedom to happen. It is already done in the spirit, and now it is manifesting in the physical. Let me ask you, have you ever felt deep down that you were meant for something bigger? That no matter how difficult things got, you still carried an inner knowing that your life wouldn't end in struggle? That was God whispering to your spirit, reminding you of the inheritance He has already prepared for you. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 confirms this, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This means that your financial freedom is not a wish, a possibility, or a distant dream, it is your divine birthright. You are not just someone who desires abundance, you are someone whom God has already chosen to live in it. But here's where many people go wrong, they wait for a breakthrough instead of walking in the certainty that it is already theirs. Let me tell you, faith is the bridge between what God has already prepared and what you are about to receive. If you believe that your financial freedom is already written, then you must start acting like it. You must start speaking like it, moving like it, and expecting it at every turn. Imagine this, if you knew without a doubt that in exactly 30 days, you would receive an unlimited financial blessing, how would you behave today? Would you still doubt? Would you still worry? No. You would wake up every morning excited, full of confidence, knowing that everything was already taken care of. That is the level of faith you need to carry right now. Because the truth is, your financial freedom isn't coming, it is already here. Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, "So shall my word be that goes forth from my mouth, it shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish what I please, and it shall prosper in the thing for which I sent it." This means that if God has spoken abundance over your life, nothing can stop it from manifesting. The only thing that can delay it is your doubt. Chosen ones, hear me, stop questioning what God has already confirmed. Stop wondering if you are worthy. Stop asking if it will happen for you. It is already written. Your only job now is to claim it. Walk with the boldness of someone who already knows they are free. Speak as if the chains of lack have already been broken. Live as if you are already walking in divine prosperity. If you are ready to claim this, type, "My financial freedom is already written," in the comments. Let this be a declaration to the universe and to your spirit that you are stepping into what has already been prepared for you. Your time is now. Claim it. Own it. Walk in it. Chosen ones, this is the moment you've been waiting for. You've sensed the shift. You've seen the signs. Now, the final confirmation is here, the flow of abundance has already begun. No more waiting. No more questioning. The financial breakthrough God has promised you is unfolding right before your eyes. Think back to everything we've discussed so far, the shift in your financial situation, the doors of prosperity opening effortlessly, the divine messages confirming what's coming, and the realization that you were never meant to beg for work, but to walk boldly in your millionaire identity. All of these were leading to this moment, your final confirmation that the abundance has started flowing. Have you begun noticing unexpected financial blessings? Have opportunities been appearing in places you never expected? These are not coincidences. They are signs that the floodgates of prosperity have opened in your life. Isaiah 60 verse 22 tells us, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." This means that the wealth that was once held back is now being released into your life, and nothing can stop it. Let me ask you, have you ever felt a sudden sense of peace about your future, as if deep down you already know you'll never struggle again? That is God confirming to your spirit that your abundance is already flowing. The money, the opportunities, the financial elevation you've been waiting for, it's not coming, it's already here. And once the flow begins, it does not stop. This is the moment where your mindset must shift completely. You are no longer waiting for your breakthrough. You are walking in it. The doors have opened, the wealth is moving, and you are now aligned with the life of prosperity that God has always intended for you. The only thing left to do is receive it with confidence. Psalm 23 verse 5 declares, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies, you anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows." Did you catch that? Your cup is not just filled, it is overflowing. This is not a season of just enough. This is a season of more than enough. You are stepping into an era where you are not only financially secure, but so blessed that you can bless others effortlessly. And let me be clear, once the flow begins, nothing and no one can stop it. The struggles that once held you back no longer have power over you. The financial limitations that kept you from stepping into your destiny are now broken. The wealth you were once chasing is now chasing you. If you've already begun experiencing these confirmations, unexpected financial blessings, sudden peace about your future, divine messages confirming your abundance, share your testimony in the comments below. Let others see that God is moving, and let your words serve as proof that the abundance flow has begun. Chosen ones, this is your moment. The breakthrough is no longer ahead of you, it is beneath your feet. Walk in it, own it, and never look back. Type, "The flow has begun," in the comments if you're ready to embrace the abundance that is already moving in your life. Your time is now. Step into your divine wealth with unwavering faith. Chosen ones, this is it. You have received the signs, you have felt the shift, and now you know, your millionaire destiny is not a dream, it is your divine reality. No more doubting. No more waiting. God has already written your financial breakthrough into existence, and now it is time for you to step into it boldly. Look back at everything that led you here. The struggles, the setbacks, the moments of uncertainty, they were never meant to break you. They were designed to shape you into the person who could carry this wealth with wisdom and purpose. Everything you have endured was preparation. And now, the door to abundance is wide open, and all you have to do is walk through it. It's time to fully embrace your millionaire identity. You are no longer a person who barely gets by, who struggles, who wonders if they are worthy. You are chosen, set apart, and anointed for prosperity. You are stepping into a life where wealth flows effortlessly, where opportunities chase you, where money is no longer a source of stress but a tool for purpose. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This is God's promise over your life, and nothing can take it away. The time of lack is over. The era of striving is over. This is your season of overflow. Chosen ones, are you ready to step into your divine wealth? Are you ready to stop questioning and start living the life God has ordained for you? If you're ready, type, "I receive my millionaire calling," in the comments. Declare it boldly, let heaven hear it, and watch as the financial blessings begin to flow into your life. And before you go, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This is just the beginning of your millionaire journey, and we are walking this path together. Like this video, share it with others, and be a vessel of abundance. The world needs more chosen ones who are stepping into their divine wealth with boldness and faith. Your time is now. Step into your millionaire calling and never look back. The wealth is here, the blessings are flowing, and your destiny is unfolding. Walk into it with confidence, chosen one.